The Seattle rain was washing against the windows of our quiet suburban home when Sophie arrived looking more frantic than I had ever seen her before. My name is Teresa, and until that fateful Wednesday, I truly believed I had a perfectly normal and happy life with my husband Richard and our only son, Alex. Alex had married Sophie 5 years ago. She was a brilliant, beautiful woman working in finance, though she always seemed a bit distant. "Teresa, I'm so sorry to drop by like this without calling first, but I've shattered my phone screen and Alex is away on a business trip," Sophie explained. She handed me a device covered in a spider web of deep cracks. She needed it fixed immediately for a very high-stakes meeting the next morning. By chance, I had just used a small repair shop downtown owned by Chris, the son of an old colleague. I offered to take it there for her. Sophie gave me the passcode their wedding anniversary and hurried off to her office. When I entered Chris's shop, the atmosphere was cozy, smelling of solder and fresh coffee. He promised to have the screen replaced in a few hours. But when I returned at 4 p.m., the look on Chris's face stopped me cold. He was ashen and led me to the back of the shop, speaking in a terrified whisper. "Teresa, cancel your credit cards and leave now." My heart hammered against my ribs as he opened a hidden folder on Sophie's phone titled Plan B. My blood ran cold as I read the encrypted messages between my son and his wife. They were discussing my increasing forgetfulness, claiming they were already manipulating our family doctor to document fake signs of dementia. "Nobody will question it when it finally happens," Alex had written. They were calculating our deaths for a massive insurance policy. I felt the floor evaporate beneath me as the weight of the betrayal sank in. My own son, whom I had comforted through every childhood nightmare and supported through every failure, was now the monster in my waking life. Chris helped me stay calm, showing me how they planned to make our deaths look like a simple domestic accident caused by our failing minds. We worked together for an hour to document everything by taking photos. We took clear photos of every incriminating message before Chris restored the phone to look exactly as it was when I brought it in. I drove home in a daze, the steering wheel feeling slippery in my sweaty palms. I knew the woman I was about to face at the door was no longer just my daughter-in-law, but my potential executioner. Entering my home felt like stepping into a trap. Richard was in his usual chair, watching the evening news. He was a picture of peaceful retirement that I was about to shatter forever. I sat beside him, my hands shaking uncontrollably as I showed him the photos of the messages. I watched the disbelief in his eyes turn to a pain so deep, it looked like he might collapse on the floor. But that pain was followed quickly by a grim, engineering-style determination. We realized that if we fled immediately, they might change their deadly tactics. We had to act normal to survive. Sophie arrived that evening to collect her phone, looking impeccable as always, a curated mask of corporate success and grace. As I handed her the phone, she probed me about the doctor Alex had recently recommended, memory specialist. "Alex mentioned you've been a bit forgetful lately, Teresa," she said with a rehearsed look of deep concern. I laughed it off, proving my memory was actually very sharp. I recalled the exact outfit she wore months ago to a family brunch, and I saw a flash of pure frustration in her eyes before she regained her social smile. She claimed Alex was still on his business trip, but the messages told me he was hiding in town, waiting for her signal. After she left, Richard and I spent the night checking our bank accounts. We found small, regular transfers to an unknown account, sums small enough to ignore easily. These transfers totaled thousands of dollars over the last few months. They had a power of attorney we had given them for emergencies when we retired. We immediately revoked every authorization and froze any transaction over $1,000 without our physical presence at the bank. The next morning, I visited our family doctor, Dr. Paul. He looked uncomfortable and admitted Alex had been visiting him frequently to report on us. Alex had been reporting alarming episodes of my confusion and memory loss. Dr. Paul had only noted Alex's reports, but it created a dangerous official record of cognitive decline. When I showed him the proof of the murder plot on my phone, he nearly fainted from the shock. He immediately issued a new report confirming my perfect mental health and apologized profusely. We were slowly cutting the threads of their web, but it was not over. The most dangerous part was yet to come, the dinner they insisted on having with us that Friday night. Friday arrived with a heavy tension that made the air in the house feel electric. Richard and I had hidden a digital recorder under the dining table to capture everything they said. When Alex and Sophie arrived with a bottle of expensive wine, I felt a physical chill when Alex hugged me. How could he hold his mother like this? How could he embrace me while planning my funeral in secret? They spent the entire evening gaslighting me, fabricating stories about me leaving the stove on or forgetting neighbors' names. I countered every lie with calm facts and a steady voice. They then suggested we were too old for such a large house and should move into a small apartment, or let them move in with us to help Sente a Ricardo Tensar sa mi lado en la mesa. The most chilling moment came when Alex mentioned a new power of attorney that would give him absolute control over our medical decisions. I told him we had already updated our will with an independent lawyer yesterday. The silence that followed was deafening and heavy. They realized the ground was shifting beneath them. After they left, we listened to the recording. Their whispers in the hallway as they departed were full of urgency. "We have to do it now," Sophie had hissed, her voice filled with venom. They were accelerating the timeline of their plan. We spent that night with a heavy chair wedged under the bedroom door and a loaded phone in my hand. The following morning, Sophie arrived at 8 a.m. alone and looking stressed. She brought a yellow folder of emergency documents for us to sign. Actually, papers that would have declared us both legally incompetent. Richard told her flatly that we would not be signing anything and that we were revoking Alex's power of attorney immediately. Sophie left abruptly without a word, and we knew the final confrontation was imminent. We went straight to a high-profile criminal lawyer, Lucia Mendez. She warned us that the messages might be legally tricky, but the sheer volume of evidence, the forged insurance and manipulated records, built a solid case. She gave us the most important advice of all: do not go home tonight under any circumstances. We went to the police, and Commissioner Raul Salas took the case personally. With our consent, they installed button-sized cameras throughout our house kitchen, living room, and hallways. The feed went directly to the precinct for monitoring. We moved into a downtown hotel under false names to stay hidden from our own family. That afternoon, Alex called my cell phone. "Mom, where are you?" "I'm at the house with a surprise for you both." Under police instruction, I told him we were just finishing up some shopping at the mall. We watched the live feed from the police station with our hearts in our throats. The screen showed Alex entering our kitchen with a plastic bag. He didn't look like a son. He looked like a professional thief or a cold assassin. He systematically opened our medicine cabinet and began swapping our daily pills with others. He brought in a bag. Then he opened a bottle of wine, the surprise, and stirred in a fine white powder. Finally, he placed a hidden microphone under the kitchen table to monitor if we suspected him or if the poison worked. Watching my own son poison my future was a pain beyond words. The police immediately identified the powder as toxic. It was a potent mix of sedatives and oleander extract, a substance that causes heart failure and is notoriously hard to detect in standard autopsies. They had already been giving me small doses for months to simulate dementia. "He was trying to kill you today," the commissioner said grimly. It was time to close the trap. The police swarmed the house just as Alex and Sophie were attempting to flee, realizing we weren't coming back soon. We watched from police cars as they were tackled and handcuffed on our front lawn in the rain. Sophie's face was a mask of pure terror, but Alex looked at the camera with a chilling, silent rage. In their backpacks, police found the original medicine bottles, more of the poison, one-way tickets to Europe, and a large amount of cash. They were ready to leave our bodies behind and vanish forever. I insisted on seeing Alex in the room. He sat there, cuffed and pale, looking 10 years older than he did that morning. "It was a favor," he said with a coldness that froze my soul. He argued that we were old, that we were just saving every penny as if we'd live forever while they could be starting their real lives with our inheritance. "It wouldn't have been painful," he said, as if that made him a saint. I looked for any trace of the boy I raised and found nothing at all. He was just a hollow shell obsessed with status and money. I told him he would have a good lawyer, paid for by a sire last act as parents, but that we were dead to him from that moment on. The investigation took a dark turn when my friend Estella found old newspaper clippings. 5 years ago, an elderly man had died under mysterious circumstances, and his niece, Sophie, then using the name Carolina, had inherited a massive fortune. The cause of death back then was natural heart failure. The substance involved was oleander extract. Sophie wasn't just Alex's wife. She was a serial predator who had taught my son how to kill us. The trial was a media circus that lasted for weeks. Alex, finally realizing Sophie had a plan to kill him too once the money was hers, eventually broke and testified against her. He was sentenced to 30 years in a state prison. Sophie received life without password in a maximum security facility. Richard and I couldn't stay in that house anymore. Every room was stained with the memory of the poison and the betrayal. We sold it and moved into a high-security apartment in downtown Seattle, overlooking the water. The healing process was slow, filled with nightmares of the night in Chris's shop. But we decided not to let this betrayal determine our future. We celebrated our 45th anniversary not with a grand party, but with a quiet dinner with the few friends who stood by us. I realized that surviving wasn't enough. We had to truly live. Chris became like a second son to us. We helped him expand his shop into a technology center that teaches seniors how to protect themselves online. Every day, I choose compassion and courage over bitterness. I learned that the strongest force is truth. Today, as I sit on my balcony watching the ferries cross the Sound, I am at peace. I am Teresa, a survivor, a wife, and a woman who reclaimed her life from the dark shadows. Alex tried to make us sleep forever, but instead, he woke us up to the value of every single breath we take. We are finally, truly, home. The Seattle rain still falls, but it feels like a cleansing now, washing away the stains of the past year. Looking back, I see how vulnerable we were. We trusted our son implicitly, never imagining he could be corrupted by greed. It's a hard lesson to learn, but it has made us stronger and more aware of the world around us. We no longer take anything for granted. Every morning we wake up is a gift, and we intend to make the most of it. We've started traveling, seeing the places we always talked about but never had time for. Richard has taken up painting, finding peace in the colors and the creative process. I've started writing my memoirs, not to dwell on the tragedy, but to share the lessons I've learned about resilience and the power of the human spirit. We want our story to be a warning to others, but also a source of hope. You can overcome even the most devastating betrayal if you have the courage to face the truth and fight for your life. The center we helped Chris build is thriving. It's a joy to see other seniors learning to navigate the digital world safely. We're building a community of empowered individuals who won't be easily exploited. It's a legacy we're proud of. Chris often comes over for dinner, and we talk about the future, not the past. He's a reminder that there are still good people in the world, people who will stand up for what's right. Our new apartment is filled with light and the sound of the ocean. It's a sanctuary where we feel safe and at peace. We've made new friends, people who value us for who we are, not what we have. It's a simpler life, but a much richer one. We've learned that true wealth is not found in bank accounts or insurance policies, but in the connections we make and the love we share. We are grateful for every moment we have together. Sometimes I think about Alex and Sophie in their cells. I don't feel anger anymore, just a profound sadness for the lives they wasted. They had everything: love, family, a bright future, and they threw it all away for a pile of money they can never spend. It's a tragic waste of potential. But I can't let their choices define my life. I have my own path to walk, and I'm walking it with my head held high and my heart full of hope. The ferries continue to cross the Sound, a rhythmic reminder of the ongoing flow of life. I watch them and feel a sense of connection to the world around me. I am part of something larger, something beautiful and enduring. My journey hasn't been easy, but it has been meaningful. I've discovered a strength I didn't know I had, and a capacity for forgiveness I didn't think was possible. I am a survivor, and I am proud. Richard often holds my hand as we sit on the balcony, a silent gesture of solidarity and love. We don't need words to understand each other. We've been through the fire together and come out the other side. Our bond is unbreakable. We are a team, and we will face whatever the future holds together. We know that there will be more challenges, but we also know that we have the resilience to overcome them. We are ready for anything. The Technology Center is hosting a workshop next week on identifying financial scams. I'll be there to share my story and offer advice. It's important to me to give back and help others avoid the nightmare we lived through. If I can save even one person from the pain of betrayal, then my experience will have been worth it. I am finding my voice and using it to make a difference. I am no longer a victim. I am an advocate. Life in downtown Seattle is vibrant and full of energy. We enjoy the museums, the theaters, and the many restaurants. It's a far cry from the quiet suburb where we used to live, but we've embraced the change. We're exploring the city and discovering new things every day. It's an adventure, and we're enjoying every minute of it. We're living our best lives, and we're doing it on our own terms. We are free. I've started a small garden on our balcony, growing herbs and flowers. It's a way to connect with nature and find peace in the simple act of nurturing something. Watching the plants grow and bloom is a reminder of the resilience of life. Even in the middle of a bustling city, you can find beauty and tranquility. It's a small sanctuary where I can sit and reflect on my journey. I am content and at peace with my world. Richard has started volunteering at a local youth center, teaching kids how to build and repair things. It's wonderful to see him sharing his skills and making a positive impact on the next generation. He's found a new sense of purpose, and it's brought a light back into his eyes. We're both finding ways to contribute and make a difference. We're not just retired. We're engaged and active members of our community. Sometimes, I walk by our old house. It looks different now, with new owners and a fresh coat of paint. But the memories are still there, both the good and the bad. I don't feel a need to go back, but I can look at it without the same sense of dread. It's part of my history, but it's not my home anymore. My home is where Richard is, and where I feel safe and loved. I've moved on, and I'm looking forward to the future. The trial may be over, but the investigation into Sophie's past continues. They're looking into other suspicious deaths and financial irregularities. It's possible that she's responsible for even more crimes than we initially thought. It's a chilling thought, but I'm glad that the truth is finally coming to light. Justice is being served, and that brings a sense of closure. We can finally put that chapter behind us and focus on our lives. We recently took a trip to the Olympic Peninsula, exploring the rugged coastline and the ancient forests. It was a breathtaking experience, a reminder of the beauty and majesty of the world. We hiked through the woods, listened to the sound of the waves, and breathed in the fresh air. It was a time of renewal and reflection. We felt a sense of peace and connection to something larger than ourselves. We are truly blessed. I've been invited to speak at a conference on elder abuse. It's an honor to be recognized for my advocacy work and to have the opportunity to share my story with a wider audience. I'm nervous, but also excited to make a difference. My story is a powerful reminder that elder abuse can happen to anyone, even those with strong family ties. It's important to raise awareness and provide resources for those who are vulnerable. Richard and I often spend our evenings reading and talking. We've rediscovered the joy of simple conversation and the value of shared experiences. We're learning new things about each other every day, even after 45 years of marriage. It's a testament to the enduring power of love and the importance of nurturing our relationship. We are more in love now than we ever were. We are truly soulmates and partners for life. The Technology Center is thriving, with more and more seniors signing up for workshops. Chris is doing a fantastic job, and we're so proud of what he's accomplished. It's a vital resource for our community, and we're glad to have played a part in its creation. We're building a safer and more inclusive digital world for everyone. It's a mission we're committed to, and we're excited to see what the future holds for the center. Our new friends have been a source of great support and joy. We enjoy our weekly dinners and the many outings we take together. It's wonderful to be part of a community of people who care for and support each other. We've found a new sense of belonging, and it's made our lives so much richer. We're grateful for the many blessings we've received and the many people who have enriched our lives. We are truly fortunate. Sometimes I think about the boy Alex used to be, the one who is kind and caring and full of life. It's hard to reconcile that image with the man he became. I wonder where we went wrong, or if it was just a series of poor choices he made. But I can't dwell on the past. I have to focus on the present and the future. I have to live my life for myself and for Richard. We've earned our happiness, and we're going to enjoy it. The Seattle rain is falling again, a gentle tapping on the window pane. I find it soothing and peaceful. It's a reminder of the cycles of life and the importance of embracing both the sunshine and the rain. I am at peace with my world and with myself. I've been through the storm and come out the other side, stronger and more resilient. I am a survivor, and I am proud of the woman I've become. I am finally, truly home. Richard has started a new project, building a small sailboat. It's a labor of love, and he's enjoying every minute of it. He's always loved the water, and he's excited to have his own boat to explore the Sound. It's a new adventure for him, and I'm happy to see him so passionate about something. We're both finding new ways to express ourselves and find joy in the world. We're living our lives to the fullest and enjoying every moment. I've been working on my memoirs, and it's been a cathartic process. I'm finding that writing about my experiences helps me to process the trauma and find a sense of peace. I'm sharing the lessons I've learned and the wisdom I've gained. I hope that my story will inspire others to find their own strength and resilience. We all have the power to overcome even the most devastating challenges if we have the courage to face the truth. The center is planning a community event next month, a celebration of the resilience of seniors. I'll be there to help organize and participate. It's a wonderful opportunity to bring people together and celebrate our shared experiences. We're building a community of empowered and active seniors who are making a positive impact on the world. It's a mission we're proud to be part of, and we're excited to see the impact we're making. We recently took a trip to the San Juan Islands, exploring the beautiful landscapes and the charming towns. It was a wonderful experience, a time of relaxation and renewal. We enjoyed the fresh seafood, the stunning views, and the friendly people. It was a reminder of the beauty and diversity of the Pacific Northwest. We're grateful for the opportunity to explore this wonderful region and discover all it has to offer. We are blessed. I've been invited to join a board of directors for a local nonprofit that focuses on elder advocacy. It's an honor to be recognized for my work and to have the opportunity to make a larger impact. I'm excited to share my expertise and contribute to the mission of the organization. I'm finding new ways to use my voice and make a difference. I'm no longer a victim. I'm a leader and an advocate. I'm making my life count for something. Richard and I often take walks along the waterfront, enjoying the fresh air and the stunning views. It's a wonderful way to connect with each other and with the beauty of the city. We talk about our day, our plans for the future, and our shared dreams. We're finding joy in the simple things and appreciating every moment we have together. We're living our lives with gratitude and purpose. We are more in love now than ever before. The Technology Center continues to thrive with new programs and workshops being added all the time. Chris is doing an incredible job, and we're so proud of his dedication and passion. It's a vital resource for our community, and we're glad to have played a part in its success. We're building a safer and more inclusive digital world for everyone. It's a mission we're committed to, and we're excited to see what the future holds. Our new friends have become a second family to us. We enjoy our weekly dinners and the many outings we take together. It's wonderful to be part of a community of people who care for and support each other. We've found a new sense of belonging, and it's made our lives so much richer. We're grateful for the many blessings we've received and the many people who have enriched our lives. We are truly fortunate and happy in our home. Sometimes I think about the choices Alex made and the impact they had on our lives. It's a painful thought, but it's also a reminder of the importance of integrity and character. We've learned to value what's truly important and to let go of the things that aren't. We're living our lives with purpose and intention. We're making our time on this earth count for something. We're building a legacy of resilience and hope for the future. The Seattle rain is falling again, a gentle tapping on the window pane. I find it soothing and peaceful. It's a reminder of the beauty and majesty of the world. I am at peace with my world and with myself. I've been through the fire and come out the other side, stronger and more resilient. I am a survivor, and I am proud of the woman I've become. I am finally, truly home. Life is good, and I am grateful for every single moment of it. Richard is almost finished with his boat, and he's excited to take it out on its maiden voyage. It's a beautiful vessel, a testament to his skill and craftsmanship. He's found a new sense of purpose and joy in the project. We're both finding ways to express ourselves and find joy in the world. We're living our lives to the fullest and enjoying every moment. We're excited for the adventures that lie ahead. Life is a journey. I'm finishing my memoirs, and I'm proud of the story I've told. It's a story of resilience, hope, and the power of the human spirit. I hope it will inspire others to find their own strength and courage. We all have the power to overcome even the most devastating challenges if we have the faith and the determination to keep moving forward. I am content and at peace with my journey. I've lived a meaningful life, and I'm proud. I am Teresa. I am a survivor, a wife, and a woman who has reclaimed her life. I've been through the darkest of times and come out into the light. I've discovered a strength and a capacity for love I didn't know I had. I am at peace with my world and with myself. I am living my best life, and I am grateful for every moment. My story is one of hope and resilience, and I am finally, truly home. Thank you for being part of my journey.